Now, this comic may seem pretty basic to you, more basic than any new Drake song, because it's just a classic hero kills another hero story. But this story actually has weight. It has gory comic panels, and every time you want things to get better for the Punisher, the story decides to twist your eyelids and torture this guy some more. But in the end, you'll understand that this is all what the Punisher truly wants, and you'll figure out why in The Dark Reign, The List, Punisher comic one-shot. Now, before we start, let me give you some context. The man with the slickest waves, Norman Osborn, has just saved everyone and their nipples from a heinous Skrull invasion, and has now become the director of Hammer and Avengers. That's right, this pepperoni is the big boss when it comes to superhero stuff, but he has been doing a lot of shady stuff behind the scenes. So Punisher tried to kill him, but Sentry stopped him, and immediately Frank ran into hiding to avoid Osborn, who is currently hunting him down. Now that we got the context, let's start the story. So while Osborn is scrambling to find Frank like a bunch of Twitch streamers trying to start an Among Us lobby, Frank is chilling in a cold, putrid van with bandages holding this guy together like he's a Lego figure. But moments later, he got an alert that Osborn found him, and without a second thought, he launched everything he had at him. This goofy chuckle nut was showing no mercy, but little did he know they missed. So Osborn had no other option but to release Wolverine's son, Dekan, into the fray and kill Punisher, who, if you don't know, Dekan is not anything special. He sends weird emo kid vibes, he's a try-hard Rainbow Dash, and has 2 claws per hand, so he's truly pathetic, but somehow still packs a punch thanks to the power of writing. But you may be wondering, where is the Punisher if his van blew up? Well, this guy actually shrunk to the size of an ant thanks to pin particles and was able to hide from Osborn. This cheeky bastard knew what he was doing for literally 2 seconds because some goons found Frank and he didn't know what to do, so he ran away into a sewer and then crash landed and then broke his leg. But this resilient soldier was going to survive no matter what, even if that meant he had to face the B-Tech Wolverine Dekan, who was absolutely cooking this hunk of meat like Gordon Ramsay, just slicing and dicing him until he gives up. But Frank has a heart of steel. He's not giving up. So he gets sexy and bites Dekan's lip off, starts blasting him with a Valorant gun, runs away, and with the bomb already strapped to his arm, he kind of potentially kills him. Frank later escapes to see a bunch of cops surrounding him, but seconds later, Dekan shows his smug face, and like a bull, all he is seeing is red and wants to fight. Which kind of makes sense because the first thing the Punisher does to this guy is gouge his eye out, but then he gets poked, but then he stabs him in the head, but then he gets his neck sliced up, and as this guy was blindly swinging his arm and pouring out cranberry juice, Dekan cuts his arm like sushi. But for Dekan, the first one was so nice, he had to do it twice. So he sushi slices the other arm. So now, Frank is powerless, but at the same time, he's kind of gassed, because after living such a tumultuous life, he's finally gonna die, and he's gonna see his family again. So he just sat there like a Barbie doll, patiently waiting to die, and that's exactly what happens. Dekan cuts every piece of him and kicks all his body parts off a building into a pile in an alleyway. Osborn hears the news that Frank is dead, and puts a little smirk on his face like he saw a pair of... And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you later.